Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They go play action. Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Elliott running right. He finds an opening past the 40. A big run that time by Elliott. 66 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
Now Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Going up top for Miller. This is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. They'll run with Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Completes it to Miller. Fighting through, and he's got space. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, D.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On second down now, it's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On third down, it's Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the 38, Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. It's Miller. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, pick your game up.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. Hey, wahoo! 54.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Hey, Zoo! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. Flushed out right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance.
Alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of Skip. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On second down, it's Cohen, and an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A first down carry by Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Morris. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Prescott now. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Cowboys 34, Bears 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tyrone Crawford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike, 5.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Mike, 59. Rip right. Check. Lucky. 40 seconds.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch 54.
I'm trying to collect.
Big Ed.
Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.